Let me take you back to the release cycle of this game. I was an active user of Smogon, specifically of Pokemon Showdown. And at the time, the chat room on Pokemon Showdown dedicated to the video games was called Meteor Falls because everybody was so hyped for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I was swept up in it. I was using my Protean Greninja, I was winning a lot in singles and not at all in doubles, and it's just a good time. I was just a kid, but man, it was just exciting. Everybody there was excited for Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And now I will not touch a Pokemon Showdown chat room with a 10-foot pole. Welcome back to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Today, it's Meteor Falls. And right away there was a hidden item, but first there's a non-hidden item, a full heal. The music in here is simply incredible, but there is genuinely not going to be enough time for me to actually go over it. I think the hidden item is in the water down there, so we literally can't get it. That is unfortunate, but whatever. I'm gonna take off the dowsing machine so we don't look ridiculous in any potential cutscenes, and... Hey, you jerks! Let Professor Cozmo go! Huh? What have we here? Why has this child suddenly appeared? I don't remember if I gave him that voice before or not. Aura? You finally made it, huh? We've got to protect the professor from these lunatics or else. There's 2 of them and 2 of us, huh? Sorry to ask, Aura, but battle alongside me. Nah, you're on your own. So even you get nervous, huh? I get it. I'll wait till you get ready. Oh, thanks! I was just saying no to be a jerk, but if you're giving me a chance to actually heal my Pokemon before forcing me to help you, then man, I'll take it. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Thanks, pal. Isn't this amusing? Is it really your intention to oppose me, a Team Magma admin, just the 2 of you? Very well then. I'll show you how terrifying adults can be. I'm going to give you some very thorough coaching. Alright, let's do this. I really don't know if that's the voice I gave him in the demo, but it's what he has now. Team Magma Grunt and Team Magma Admin Tabitha. The Grunt is going to be leading with Coughing, level 23 Poison type Levitate for the ability, knowing the moves Assurance, Clear, Smog, Sludge, and Self-Destruct. Who cares about that, though? The Admin is leading with Mightyena, level 23 Dark type, Intimidate for the ability, knowing the moves Odor Sleuth, Roar, Snarl, and Swagger. We are going to immediately switch out, pretty obviously. Skarmory is not going to be standing up to these things. Honestly, it probably could stand up to Coughing. Not Mightyena, though. In Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, you'll be facing off with Team Aqua's Shelly. The Grunt is going to be using a Grimer at level 23. It's a poison type with Stench for the ability, knowing the moves Disable, Sludge, Mud Bomb, and Minimize. Otherwise, her Mightyena is literally exactly the same, so yeah. I'll go over differences like that in, like, the version-exclusive boss fights as they come up. Ooh! That was dumb. Okay. Sure, okay, I guess. Yeah, let's just take out this Mightyena, have him send out his last Pokemon, and then we win. That sounds pretty good to me. Oh, Brendan also already has Wailmer out, which is going to be super effective against his last Pokemon. This just worked out swimmingly. Why did Coughing explode? There was more it could have done there. Numels, level 23, Fire Ground type, Oblivious for the ability, knowing the moves Magnitude, Flame Burst, Amnesia, and Lava Plume. Are we gonna one-shot it with Mach Punch? Yes, we are. You love to see it. And if you're fighting Shelly in Alpha Sapphire, she'll have a Carvana level 23 Water Dark type Rough Skin for the ability, knowing the moves Aqua Jet, Assurance, Screech, and Swagger. So strong. Huh? An unexpected development. All right, we beat him. You children, I would like you to stay out of my way. Team Magma scientific prowess, Mount Chimney's energy, and the hidden power of the meteorite. If we combine them all, a super ancient Pokemon. You lost to this scamp! What a pathetic bunch! You lazy stooges be the downfall of Team Magma! Who's that? Did you say Scooges? Even Team Aqua is making an appearance! The odds do not appear to be in my favor. I don't know why I was laughing about it. You there! I'll have the meteorite now. Yes, sir. What? Come now, hand over the meteorite. Ah! Professor! The meteorite is in the palm of my hand. Well, well, well. Adios to each and every one of you. At long last, I'm off to Mount Chimney. Archie, we will go after those monsters. That's right. We're not letting them get away. Oh, what's this? You've got quite a fierce expression on you for such a wee little thing. The name's Archie. I'm the leader of Team Aqua, a group that's working to return the world to a pristine state. One that'll be perfect for Pokémon survival. Looks like you were getting into it with Team Magma there, lest my eyes deceive me. It's not like I'm in a position to argue if that's what you're up to, eh? But I'll tell you this much, so remember. If you next get in the way of Team Aqua, you won't get off so lightly. So steer clear and keep your nose clean, scamp. I imagine I'll be seeing you. I guess he's Scottish. Oh man, what's with those lunatics? Forget those guys, Professor! Hey, Professor Cozmo, hang in there, okay? But I think he's still pretty out of it. Aura, never mind what's happened. I've got to get the Professor back to his lab in Fall Arbor. Okay, Professor, easy now. And I guess we're helping. Ah, Professor! Thank the stars above, Professor, you're back! Thanks to these children, I have somehow returned. Those crazy jerks. What do they think they wanted with the Professor's meteorite anyway? I've gotta say, they sure didn't look like the good guys, but I guess we'd both better be careful from here on out. Not that I'm really worried about you, Aura. You and your team would be fine for sure. But I need to thank you as well. You truly saved me from disaster. I hope you'll take this TM as some small form of payment. TM23 Smackdown. Thank you, Professor. Now that that's over with, what are you planning to do next, Aura? I'm thinking of going for my next gym badge, the one from Mauville City. Want to take that trip together, Aura? To Mauville, that is. No. Ah, right. Well, tell me if you change your mind. Mauville's right in the middle of Hoenn, so you can go to all sorts of places from there. Even Mount Chimney, the place those guys were talking about at Meteor Falls, is a pretty short trip from Mauville. So we can come back here and talk to Brendan if we want him to take us back to Mauville City. I'm sure I'll take him up on that soon, but we were just dragged away from Meteor Falls without any input in it. I'm going back there. I should also mention, Smackdown is a move that I've already gone over because Slate knew it for a little bit, but it grounds flying-type opponents to make them vulnerable to ground-type moves. It's okay. It's just kind of a decent rock-type move. You can use it if you don't want to use Rock Tomb, I guess, but most rock-type Pokemon will learn a better rock-type move than Smackdown. Just through level up. Anyway, Meteor Falls. We can actually properly explore it now that we aren't being railroaded into a cutscene, which is pretty nice. I don't think in the original games they force you to go back to Fall Arbor Town. Maybe they do, but I don't remember if that's the case. Did the bottom screen just say Madoka won a cleverness Pokemon contest? She would. She absolutely would. Okay, there are 2 new Pokemon to go over here. Won't take very long. Let's just get it over with. Lunatone has the benefit of learning Moonblast through the move relearner, giving it a niche of having early access to an actual strong fairy-type move on top of its solid defenses, surprisingly good speed, and otherwise really boring move pool. Lunatone is about as close to a Unova Psychic type as you can get in Hoenn. Bulky with a great move pool, including some surprises like Acrobatics and Ice Beam, but slow and not very hard-hitting. It's good enough if you're okay with that, but otherwise I generally recommend just going for Ralts or Abra. And Solrock is largely the same, just with the inverse stats. It's more physically inclined than specially, and in general, I think that does make it slightly worse. It gets many of the same options as Lunatone, so if you look at Lunatone's move pool and you're more interested in the physical options, I guess, just go for Solrock. I really don't have much different to say here, though. Sorry, I'm currently in the process of admiring this place. The battle background is really pretty. The place itself is really pretty. Imagine this in, like, a game that isn't on the 3DS. The water looks so nice, and I love this place. And that's even aside from the nostalgia of being in that chat room named after it. That was way back in the day. Alright. We got everything in here. The item I picked up during the bios was a Moonstone. You can use that to evolve a Skitty. But otherwise, the other Pokemon in this Pokedex that can evolve with it, we just haven't encountered yet. But we'll come across them eventually, surely. Surely. Yeah, so now we're out on that route that was above Rustboro City where we couldn't do anything, and we still can't do much of anything. But we can fight this guy, at least. There's trainers to fight. Having trainers to fight is always good. Yeah, we can't fully explore this route or Meteor Falls because we don't have Surf, and Meteor Falls also requires us to be able to scale waterfalls, but yeah, there's going to be stuff worth doing out on this other side. As you can see, this thing is level 25. That is maybe the strongest Pokemon we've ever fought up to this point, in terms of level at least. And I think it either could be a Machoke or it's only 3 levels from evolving. I never remember if it's 25 or 28 or 26 for the Kanto Trade Evolution Pokemon, but yeah, that's a pretty strong Machop, honestly. Not as strong as Hideki's, at least. We don't have to worry about that ever again. You can't even rematch Hideki if you wanted to. Life is good. Machop is dead. Only 325 experience points. Really? Okay. Skarmory's level 17 now. Oh, that was Black Belt Nob. This guy is named after Nob Ogasawara, who was a, basically the translator for Pokemon in the first 3 generations. Yeah. Cool. Hi, Nob. He's still very active in, like, speaking to the community. I know Did You Know Gaming has interviewed him several times. He's a pretty cool dude. Like, yeah, he's cool. Seviper. I'm kind of thinking that maybe Skarmory can take it. Maybe. He only has 1 Pokemon, so we can't use, like, Stealth Rock and then Whirlwind, but it's only using Screech. It might have Bite, which could deal some serious damage, but if it only has poison moves, Glare, okay, that just paralyzes. If it only has poison type moves, like I suspect, I think Skarmory can handle this. It's only using Glare and Screech. 1 more hit. Yeah. Okay, Skarmory's first win is against a Pokemon 7 levels higher than her. With a critical hit, too, by the way. If you want to take that into account for your nickname suggestions. Jeez. She's so cool. Alright. And I think I just screwed myself over, and now I have to go all the way back, and I definitely missed an item there. Back on Route 112, once we get up here, you can see the cable car is no longer blocked, so we can go to Mount Chimney. But, I need to know what that item I missed was, so I'm actually just gonna go all the way around the long way. Okay, something else I missed. On Route 112, I absolutely missed this. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. It was stupid. There's a backpacker up here I didn't fight, and an elixir at the end of the route. Yeah, I just absolutely did not think about the fact that there was a muddy slope there that I could get up with the Mach Bike, so don't worry. I came back to it eventually. This battle lasted probably 7 turns. That's a lot. For just a random guy up on this ledge. Level 18 for Skarmory from beating that Linoon. I lost my way in that battle too. Yeah. I don't even know how you got up here without your Mach Bike, dude. Unless you have one. I guess Pokemon tends to say that, like, the bicycles are foldable, which... not even going to pretend I understand how that works. I'm sure that's a real thing, and I'm stupid for not knowing about it or something, but... I don't know, foldable bicycles sound ridiculous to me. Bikes are huge, man. I was not lying. It took, like, probably 10 minutes total to get here. I wish I was joking. So just do yourself a favor. Don't jump down that ledge that I jumped down. Okay, back out to Route 115. Is there... I feel like there has to be, like, another way around. Yeah, we can go down here to reach the shore. And there's this battle girl. I want to fight her specifically because I need to, like, have her as a marker for something that I need to find on this route. Meditite! Okay, I'm not going to have Skarmory go up against that. I haven't healed. I literally just rushed straight here. And this thing is level 25, so I don't think Skarmory would even stand a chance anyway. Manuka, on the other hand, stands a chance against everything. I say as he almost faints instantly, but he would never. He's awesome. And don't take it out in one hit. Okay, it's been a while since we fought something that I didn't get taken out in one hit, honestly, so I'm kind of fine with that. But we have a priority move, so it's dead now. All right. I haven't trained enough. Yeah, most haven't. That's okay. There is a hidden item somewhere around Battle Girl Cindy, and I need to find it. Heart Scale. Yeah. I'm trying to note heart scales as they come up, but up until this point, like, we haven't had hit the dowsing machine. I almost called it the item finder. That's what it used to be called. So it's just been a little trickier to find them, but yeah. We will have no trouble now. Basically, whenever you're on a beach, probably use the dowsing machine. You'll find some stuff. It's pretty good. And this item that is the entire reason I came back here is just a Great Ball. Of course it is. 10 minutes for a Great Ball. Was it worth it? Well, there's also Wee Pear Berries. These are just a Pokéblock ingredient. They make Pokéblock pluses rarely. Like, it's not common or anything, but... they do exist just to be used for Pokeblocks. I'm not going to bother planting here because I'm not going to come all the way back here. Going to finally actually stop in to heal Skarmory. Alright, Brendan. Are you still here or did you go away as soon as I reached Route 112 on my own? You are, thank God. Want to make the trip to Mauville? Want to make the trip together, Aura? To Mauville, that is. Yeah. Cool. Let's go then. How do we get here through that entrance? Alright, made it to Mauville City. Up ahead here is Mount Chimney, huh? That's the place those nutjobs in Meteor Falls were talking about going to. Be careful, Aura. It might get dangerous around here. Whatever. Danger schmanger. Next time on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we're going to scale Mount Chimney to stop whatever Team Magma is planning there. See you guys then.